What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I just want to say thank you all who checked out my video on this Loreo right here. And by the way, it's a Loreo or Loreo? I'm not really sure. Either way, I just want to say thank you all. Again, if you missed that video, please do check it out. It's a perfect Rolex homage submariner for basically $100. And right now, I do believe they're actually running a special, which is $10 off. So actually this watch is probably around 90 bucks on Amazon. So I'll leave the link down below. But anyways, today is going to be kind of a special one, to be honest. In front of you, I have the Seiko 5. Now, this watch is actually super interesting to me, and I was doing some research on it, and two things I found out. Number one, it's discontinued. Unfortunately, it's discontinued, and you cannot get this watch. You cannot get this model anymore. You can get obviously Seiko 5s, but this particular model, which is the SNXZ16 or 7S26-500, I'm not really sure which one's which, so I'm gonna give you both. But you can find this type of watch on eBay, and that's the second thing that I found out. This watch goes easily for, well, I've seen one for $500. Now, the $500 ones is pretty much in perfect condition. This one is not quite perfect because I do have some stains on here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I do have some stains on there, and I think this is either wine or it could be rust. I'm not really sure. I can't get that off. I tried alcohol, it didn't do anything. So again, I don't want to use any other chemicals because I don't want to do any more damage. So it is what it is, and there's some scratches on the glass itself. But again, not a perfect watch. I do wear this watch a lot, and the cool thing about this is that I bought this watch in 2017 on Amazon for $75. That's right, this watch was $75, and now it's worth up to $500, which is crazy to think. I mean, that's just insane. But hey, it is what it is, I guess. You know, that's the whole point of collecting watches. Hopefully they're worth a lot more than you bought it for in the long run, right? But let's talk about this timepiece. Again, first things first, obviously, is I love the color combination, the gold and the black dial. I mean, that's beautiful combination, and this goes really well if you're trying to, like, you know, go out for like a dinner or maybe like some kind of company retreat or whatever, or company holiday. This goes well with a kind of like a black on black type of suit, or, you know, sports coat or whatever. And once you put this on, this becomes like the center of attention, right, on your wrist, because the gold just stands out in black. It's amazing. I get a lot of compliments on this watch. But anyways, let's talk about this, right? So you do have a black dial. It is automatic watch. You do have some lumens as well, or looms. The looms is not actually, doesn't last very long. I think it's like 60 seconds and start to fade. So again, $75, you can't really ask for much. Now, there is a little bit of imperfection on the display, or on the face, I should say. You can see that the 3-hour dot is not quite there. It's taken up by the date indicator. So it's one of those things. It is what it is. But I do want to mention that this watch is kind of, you know, inspired by Rolex Datejust, right? I mean, heavily inspired. I mean, you can clearly see there's lots of similarities. You have the bezel, which is stationary, the fluted bezel. And of course, on the Rolex Datejust, it's just only the date, and you do have the magnifying glass. But this one you do not. But again, it's similar, right? Similar style. I do love the display, the case of this watch, especially the crown part. I wish that more watch companies would do this type of crown kind of location. Again, I just really feel like it flows really nice with the overall case of the watch. It is stainless steel case, and it's polished as well. And again, it's really nicely done. The glass on this is, I believe, Harlex. It's not as good as sapphire, which it's kind of scratch resistant, but not really. I much rather prefer to have the sapphire glass, but it is what it is. And you got to keep that in mind as well. So the glass is kind of flat with the bezel. I believe the Datejust is kind of lifted a little bit, so I'm not too sure, so don't quote me on that. And I'm talking about the older style Datejust, not the new ones. It is a automatic kind of like self-winding mechanism, the timepiece, the movement. You cannot hand wind this, which I find it interesting. Now, if you do have kind of large hands, large fingers, it will be kind of difficult to get the crown to pop open. But one thing I want to mention is it is both Spanish and English on the day. So you have Friday, and then Saturday, Sábado, and then Sunday, Domingo. So it's kind of interesting to see that. And again, you cannot manually wind this, it's only automatic. On the back, like I said before, it's a clear case. If my camera just can zoom in, come on phone, zoom in or focus up, there we go. So it's a clear back case. I'm not really sure what the actual movement is on that. And it is 21 jewel movement, so you do have some jewels in there. So yeah, I guess the origin of the movement is Malaysia. And maybe that's the movement right there, 7S26C. So again, I'm not sure what the movement is, but I like how it is a clear case back. But yeah, overall, again, feels really nice. It's not a heavy watch by any means. It feels really light on your wrist. I do want to talk about the bracelet. Now, this bracelet, this type of style bracelet is called a Jubilee bracelet. And to me, this is my favorite bracelet of all time. I love these type of bracelets. I have a couple watches. I have this kind of style bracelets, and I just really love them. Now, I do want to mention that it is kind of a low quality, to be honest. You can clearly see some of the, markings. It's not really polished, right? It's just kind of there, right? And I wish that they would have spent extra, $10 or $20 in upgrading the bracelet and the clasp, because the clasp is just really super basic. It's not anything crazy. There's no safety features. Again, I do have some marks on here. I do wear this watch, but yeah, very super basic. You do have some branding on it as well, but nothing special on the inside. It's a stainless steel from China. So go figure, right? But again, $75 original price. You can't really complain too much, honestly speaking. And while we're here, let's do a little wrist test. Now, I do want to mention that I do wear this watch a little bit loose. You can clearly see there's some slack on here. Just my personal preference. Again, you can wear this watch however you like. I just like to wear it nice and loose on the wrist. Now, I do want to say one thing about this is this bracelet is they do stretch over time. So if you wear this every day as a daily driver, right, they will stretch out and the links become loose, and you have a lot of play between these links. Right now, this is actually feels pretty good, but I've seen where the links get stretched out, and there's like basically they have like holes between the links. They get bigger and bigger, and it just doesn't look that good. Again, you can always upgrade or change the bracelet, but again, I want to keep this watch as original as possible. And since I just learned that this could be a collectible, or I guess you call it vintage, right, watch, I do want to keep this original as possible, right? So with that being said, I might not even actually wear this watch as much as I should have, because of what I've just learned, right? So, and that is a 30-meter water resistance. Again, I would definitely not go diving with this watch or even take a shower with it. And I do believe this is a 2011 model. So again, beautiful timepiece. I get a lot of compliments on it, and they do have different color combination. You can do silver and gold. You can do, like I said, gold. You can do just silver. Different dials, different color dials. I only saw 2 on eBay with this kind of color combination, the gold and black. And like I said before, the one that I saw went for almost $500, which was kind of shocking. But really, that's all I got for this video. That's all I got for this review. Again, if you like this kind of stuff, if you like this kind of reviews, and please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it, and give me a thumbs up. But I do have a couple more watches coming in next week, so hopefully I'll start making more videos. But that's all I got for this video, and thank you all for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.